today's video I'm going to be showing you two tutorials in one, just the eyeshadows, because today I have the new Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. This is the outer box, but the palette actually looks like this. It is raised and it looks like a little peanut butter and jelly palette, little peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The stuff is like raised. And the color selection is great if you like warm shadows and a little pop of color for the plum purpley colors for jelly. It has your brow bone shades, your transition shades, your light lid shades, and then some deeper shades here to darken up the outer V. I think that the color selection is amazing. If you like warm colors on yourself, this is the second look I'm going to show you. The first look is more of the purples, so whether you want an evening look or a daytime look, I hope this covers it for you. The shadows blend great. I think it's an excellent value. I love the size of the palette. It's really compact, so you could travel with it easily. It has a mirror. It comes with the a little insert that shows you different eye looks that you can do with the palette. So I purposely did not use these three eye looks that it came with because it does tell you like step by step how to create them. I did not do any of these three. I tried to do something else so that if you buy the palette, you have these two looks that I'm about to show you and the three that come with the palette. You really can do a lot with it. So if you are looking to get into Too Faced palettes and you like warm colors, this would be a great find. So let's go ahead and do the first look with a purple smoky eye for like an evening look, and then the second look will be the one you see now, which is the daytime look. Rather than just simply swatching the colors, I thought it'd be better to show you them in use and so you could see how they blend for yourself. So I'm going to zoom in and show you the looks.
So the first thing that I did was I took a Sigma E40 tapered blending brush and I have stuff on my hand, ignore that. And I'm taking the shade Peanut Butter, which is like a warm orangey brown. This was also in one of the chocolate bar palettes. And I am going to kind of dust the brush off on my hand a little bit. I'm using that in the transition area. So the shades Peanut Butter and Spread the Love remind me a lot of the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie and Creme Brulee. Now Peanut Butter is definitely warmer than Creme Brulee and Spread the Love is more glittery. But what I mean is one of my if I had a makeup move that I use Makeup Geek shadows for, I would say I use Creme Brulee and then I use Peach Smoothie right above that. So I use Spread the Love, and that is kind of like this light peachy color. And I use that high, almost to the brow bone because it is so light. And then right below that I use Peanut Butter, which is just slightly deeper. And that defines the crease and has that natural fade upwards towards the brow. Then I set that brush aside. This is the Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush. It's basically a really tiny brush, if you can't tell. It's very tiny. So I'm going to use the shade Extra Creamy and a little bit of Bananas. Those are the two light shades. Extra Creamy is like an off-white matte shade and Bananas is more of a soft gold. And I'm using that right on the inner corner of the eye and underneath the brow bone. And I'm only using Bananas kind of as a transition between the stark white of the brow bone shade and the eyeshadow shade. So it's just kind of like I'll show you first. This is just the white. And I don't know, it can be, for some people that might be very stark of a contrast. So I went in with Bananas right now and kind of eased that transition because Bananas isn't that yellowy. And then you can take that same brush and go back in with Spread the Love if you feel like you covered up too much, and just kind of keep going with those lighter shades in the palette until you have it the way you want it. Then I took a flat eyeshadow brush. This one is by Crown, the C476 shadow brush by Crown. I'm using the shade Jammin', which is this nice sparkly dark purple, and I'm putting that all over the lid up to the crease. And you can get a little bit of fallout with these, not much. They are actually quite easy to work with, but I would recommend tapping your brush off from any excess. And I actually used this brush and I kind of went outside of the eye area a little bit. I took it a little bit farther out than I normally would. So I'm just placing that brush at an angle out here to kind of extend the shadow a little bit past the eye. And then you can use your concealer to clean up the edge if you went a little crazy. Another useful tip for that would be to use your tape method, if you have seen that. Many YouTubers use the tape method to get a nice clean sharp outer eye edge. Then I took a flat eyeshadow brush. This is kind of like a very skinny, fine brush. And I spritzed it a little bit with some setting spray. This is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Once I had some Jammin' on it, that deep purple. And I went over what we just did one more time, but with the shimmer, it kind of intensifies it. I go back in with the blending brush with all those light shadows on it. And I'm using the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner. This is in Violet in the lower waterline. I'm taking a pencil brush and I'm using the shade Jelly, the bright purple, and a little bit of Jammin'. Right on top of that lower lash line liner. I'm taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm using the shade Peanut Butter and Spread the Love a little bit to blend out that liner. Then on the upper lash line, I'm using the Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper to create a little bit of a wing. I'm applying some of this IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Well, that is it for look number 1, a very deep smoky purple look that's dramatic, like for date night or going out or anything like that. And then the next look you're about to see is more of a daytime wearable look using the more warm brown shades. First thing that I did was I used this white shade all over from lid to brow and inner corner with a flat brush. Then I took the shade Bananas, which is a soft gold, on the same brush, and I tap that just on the lid. I'm going to set this brush aside and we will come back to it to touch up the lid here and there throughout. I took a blending brush and I'm going in with the shade Spread the Love, that light peachy shade, first up high near the brow bone, above the transition. And this is the Real Techniques, either the 200 or the 201 brush. It's like a pointed brush. I'm going into the shades Peanut Butter Cup and Peanut Brittle. Peanut Butter Cup, Peanut Brittle. Just like a very bronzy, orangey kind of brown. And I like that this brush is pointed because I can point it right where I want the deepness. And then it has a little bit of fluff to it. It's not like stiff. So I am able to like kind of keep blending the line of the crease gently, but just a little. And where I want the deepest color, I'm going to use Jammin', this deep purple, and I'm just like tapping the brush in it, and then I'm going to point it right where I want. And then I'm going back in with the flat brush that we used Bananas on, which is the shimmery gold. Now I'm using a dark brown liner on the upper lash line. Then I'm going in with a pencil brush and the shade Peanut Butter and Peanut Brittle again, the really orangey brown and the other brown. Pencil brush, this is the Sigma E30, and I'm going right on top of the liner and smudging and softening the line. I'm doing the lower lash line just a little bit and making sure to connect it here at the outer V of the eye. Apply some mascara. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is eye look number 2, finished. I think it turned out really nice for the office, like keeping the warmth, but like, you know, not as much of the purple to just kind of make it more wearable. I wore a softer lip. The Marc, this is the Marc Jacobs New Nudes, the sheer lip gel in 110 Role Play, so just like a nice nude mauve kind of shade. And the other day I was wearing the ColourPop lippy stick in Frida, the Coffee Break with Danny collab. But anyway, I think this palette is a great value. $36 for 9 shadows puts them at $4 a piece. That is a very good deal. Even Makeup Geek or like drugstore products are not usually that cheap. I think that it gets a 10 out of 10 for the box and the packaging in general. I love that the palette is compact, so you could travel with it. You can pop this little card thing out, and it has a little mirror, so it's great for travel. I used 8 out of the 9 shadows in my 2 looks, and one I didn't use was Nuts About You, which is like super red, and it didn't fit into either look, but I'm sure it could if you put your mind to it. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys, I do think this is a great value. I don't regret the purchase. Many times when I buy a high-end item, I'm like, and I return it, or I just like hardly reach for it. But I think this one would be really good to take like on a weekend trip or something, or a 3 or 4 day vacation, because you do have the light gold
So you have everything you need. You have your transition shades, your brow bone shades, which to me are necessities in a palette, and many palettes miss the transition shade. For me, I need a light tannish brown, so if it doesn't have that, I have to pull from another kit. Same with like the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette. So I want to do a video, guys, where I compare all of my Too Faced palettes. I think I have 5, anywhere from like 4 to 6 Too Faced palettes, and I wanted to kind of go over the color selection, which one would be the best for you depending on what your needs are. Let me know if that's something you're interested in, and I can get to work on filming that. I have like the chocolate bar, I have the Too Faced Romantic Eyes, the Sugar Pop, this one, the Vegas Nay Stardust palette. I may have another one, so I have a lot of Too Faced shadows. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this style of review rather than me just doing a tutorial or just a review. I think it's better to show you the product in action, show you that it blends well, show you that you can make a variety of looks. So thanks for watching. Bye.